Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. The February 13th, 2025 proceedings of the Board of Liquor License Commissioners for Baltimore City will now begin. Please take this opportunity to turn off or mute all of your electronic devices. Don't be that person whose phone goes off in the middle of the hearing. The board is now in session. Just a few preliminary matters before we begin. If you are here for a particular case, please check the docket on the door outside if you haven't yet checked in with Ms. Russell here. In addition to that, the following cases are on today's docket have been postponed, and those are case number 3 and number 4. Number 3 is James Joseph King and Peter B. Rosenwald II, Barn and Lodge at Rotunda LLC, trading as Barn Lodge at the Rotunda, 711 West 40th Street, Suite 101, which is an amended application for a new Class B. And the 4th is Wayne Lang Perkersdorf LLC, trade name pending, 4001 Falls Road, rear unit, and that is an application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license. Okay, moving on. First case, Adam D. Genn, secured creditor, no trade name, Harbor Place, 301 Light Street, 1445, Class B, beer, wine, and liquor license. Request for a hardship extension under the provisions of the Alcoholic Beverages and Cannabis Article, Section 12-2202.
Good morning, Caroline Hecker, Rosenberg, Martin, Greenberg. On behalf of the applicant, I'm joined by Adam Genn, our individual secured creditor licensee.
Good morning. You wrote to us back in December. You want to tell us what's going on?
Yes, absolutely. This is an application for a hardship extension related to the liquor license that was issued for Hooters in Harbor Place. Hooters had been operating for a long time. They closed up last June. The landlord took control of the license at the end of last year, and we're trying to find a new tenant to operate that space, at least on an interim basis until the redevelopment of Harbor Place, and then hopefully on a more permanent basis after that. So we're requesting an additional 180 days to...
Are there places operating in Harbor Place now?
There are a handful of businesses that are operating right now. We've tried to activate it in the interim.
Okay. Do the commissioners have questions?
No questions.
No questions.
All right, thanks. Ms. Hecker, on the basis of your letter requesting the extension on December 2024 and your proffer this morning, I vote to approve a 180-day hardship extension for this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license.
Yes, based on materials, letter from the attorney, and the testimony, I also vote to approve the request for hardship extension of 180 days.
Based on your proffer made today and your letter dated December 20th, I vote to approve this 180-day hardship extension of this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
All right, thank you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Windsor McDowell Club International LLC, trading as Club International, 2301 West Baltimore Street. Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license. Request for a transfer hardship extension under the provisions of the Alcoholic Beverages and Cannabis Article, Section 12-1705B.
Morning.
Abraham Hurl on behalf of the applicant. We're just looking for, I believe it's at this time, a 90-day hardship extension just to complete some of the inspections, get a few things wrapped up, and hopefully get it all taken care of.
Okay. Commissioners have questions?
No questions.
No questions.
All right, thank you. Mr. Hurdle, on the basis of your written request of January 17 of this year and your proffer this morning, I vote to approve a 90-day transfer hardship extension for this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license.
Yes, based on materials and letter from the attorney, I also vote to approve the request for transfer hardship extension of 90 days.
Based on your proffer today and Mr. Hurdle's letter of January 17, 2025, I also vote to approve this 90-day transfer hardship extension of this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Ms. Russell, any-
No exhibits for the record.
Thank you.
Judith Neff, Checker Spot Brewing LLC, trading as Checker Spot Brewing, 1421 Ridgely Street. Application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license under the provisions of Alcoholic Beverages and Cannabis Article, Section 12-903C2 and 2 requiring $500,000 in capital investment in restaurant fixtures and facilities, 51% of food sales, and seating capacity for a minimum of 75 people, but not more than 150 individuals, and requesting outdoor table service. Please come forward.
Good morning, Stephen W. Fogelman on behalf of Ms. Neff.
Good morning.
the
You want to have her
licensee.
testify?
If necessary.
Why don't you raise your right hand, please, ma'am?
Do you swear or affirm on perjury that the answers that you give in the statements that you make will be the truth,
it.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Fogelman.
Thank you. Checker Spot has been in business since 2018. It originally was down the street and moved to Ridgely about a year and a half ago. It has never had any problems with the liquor board. It's been a real asset to the community and a very strong vanguard in the local brewery scene. Ms. Neff was a scientist by trade, but then one day decided the science of beer and fermentation was something that she was interested in.
I'm sorry, is this are you moving a license or getting a new license?
And I'm sorry, yes, and I'll explain exactly what we're doing. In order to remain competitive, they, like other breweries have done, are attempting to transition to a Class B restaurant license, which, with the requirements of food sales and things like that, also gives them the ability to serve local wines and spirits as well, and not just beer and malt beverages. And there's been a move to create seltzers that taste like alcoholic or liquor beverages, like margarita seltzer, and sometimes it takes up so much tank space because they're trying to appeal to everyone that it ends up hurting their real craft beer products. So
What happens to their original license?
their original license will become dormant. It's a Class D tasting license that's offered as an accessory, as a freebie, once you are granted a state manufacturer's license. So she fits the requisite, requirements there under the statute. It's over $1 million in investment. And so
How many people should have proceeding?
150. She filled out the application without my benefit, and she added mezzanine areas and outdoor seating that is only used in overflow, but the fire department has it listed at 150.
Okay, so it's the max.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions, Commissioner?
Parking is the issue, right? mean,
I don't think
parking lot
so.
across the
You've been
street.
sworn. You want to testify about that? Because I only remember your old place. The
Yeah, so
parking
we
was
have,
great.
First, please state your name for the record.
Judy Neff, owner of Checker Spot Brewing. Yes, we have parking on our property, about 25 spots. There's free street parking on all sides, and then we have explicit permission to use Lot O by the Ravens when they're not using it for home Ravens games or other paid parking.
I have no questions.
I just have one question, and I'm curious. Has this movement for dry January affected your business?
No, it does here and there, which, I always support people. But yeah, people get back to it in February.
I'm just
but-
curious. Okay. All right. Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Fogel?
Well, now, the question is, do they come back with a vengeance in February?
Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Maybe that'll be a big one. Okay. On the basis then of the materials contained in the application, the proffer from council, and any testimony received, I vote to approve this application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor license, restaurant license with outdoor table service.
Yes, based on materials and testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the application for new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license and a request for outdoor table service.
Based on your application materials, the proffer made by council, testimony given today, also vote to approve this application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license with outdoor table service.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
All right. Thank you. Good luck, Ms.
Thank
Knapp.
you.
Thank you.
Japneet Kaur, Dylan, and Louis George, Canton Corp., trading as Canton Market, 2334 Boston Street. Class A, beer, wine, and liquor license. Application to transfer ownership, requesting delivery of alcohol beverages. Please come forward.
For the record, Melvin J. Kaninsky, 320 North Charles Street, representing the applicant. This is an application to transfer an existing license. It's been down there on Boston Street for quite some time. The applicant in this case has had about 8 or 9 years' experience in the alcoholic beverage business, working at various different locations, is familiar with the rules and regulations of the liquor board, has taken the alcohol awareness course, and has been fingerprinted. Along with her, here's her husband who's going to help her operate the place. This will be a venture for her to own her own business. She's been in the place, familiarizing herself with the way the place is set up and where it is, parking out in front. It's a small parking lot there in Canton.
And who is standing to your right this morning?
This is Miss Janet Japneet.
Good morning. And to your right?
That's her husband of a year. I asked them how they liked it so far. They really haven't got into that.
Okay, so they are both going to be active in the business?
Active, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And how many other employees?
There's 2 or 3 that are there. They're going to keep the same employees that are there temporarily until they get a feel for it.
Okay. I see there are no violations on the record, so looks good. The commissioners have questions?
No question.
No questions.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Konecny, on the basis of the materials contained in the application that proffer from council, any testimony received, I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this Class A beer, wine, and liquor license with delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Yes, based on materials and testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the application transfer ownership and request for delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Based on application materials proffered by council, I also vote to approve this transfer of ownership of this Class A beer, wine, and liquor license with the delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
All right, good luck, folks.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I don't think there's anyone here yet for 6501
You want to
Eastern.
pass that and go to the next one?
Okay. I'm just waiting for the attorney. Okay, okay.
We'll
yeah.
wait for him, okay?
Okay. All right, moving on. Dwight Dexter Flowers, Elements Nightlife, LLC, trading as Elements Nightlife, 1818 Maryland Avenue, Class B, beer, wine, and liquor license. Application to transfer ownership with continuation of live entertainment and outdoor table service, requesting off-premises catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages. Please come forward.
For the record, Melvin J. Kadensky representing the applicant. Come on. It's Mr. Flowers, and you can stand next to him, don't be afraid. This is a transfer of an existing location. Mr. Flowers has had extensive experience in the restaurant business. They'll keep it the same. They have live entertainment by using the DJ with some dancing in there. They have the outdoor table service and requesting off-premises catering and delivery alcohol. They presently have maybe, because they've been in there for a few weeks now, maybe 18 or 19 people working, 5 people in the back of the house, the rest of the people in front of the house. They'll make sure the people who are serving alcohol be alcohol certified, and other than that, there won't be any changes. It'll be a standard menu there.
Okay. And they have experience in, Mr. Flowers has experience in the business?
He's worked at various different places. You want, I can give him testify.
That's all right, he's familiar with our rules and regulations? Okay. Commissioners have questions?
No question.
No questions.
I see that has no history of violations, so keep that up. All right, on the basis of the materials contained in the application, proffer from council and testimony received, I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license with continued live entertainment, outdoor table service, off-premises catering, and delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Mr. Chair, question is, this with an MOU?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not aware of one.
Yes, based on materials, testimony provided today, also vote for the application to transfer ownership with continuation of live entertainment and outdoor table service and a request for off-premise catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Based on the application materials and the proffer made by council, I also vote to approve this application transfer ownership of this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license with live entertainment, outdoor table service, off-premises catering, and delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
All right. Mr. Flowers, good luck.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
William J. Menti, Hamden Events, LLC, trading as Hamden Yards, 1014 West 36th Street. Amended application to transfer ownership and location of a Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license presently located at 861 Washington Boulevard to 1014 West 36th Street and requesting outdoor table service. Please come forward.
Is Mr. Fogelman still back there?
It's been a bad boy to put him out in the hall.
Please, do you represent the Hamden Yards?
Oh, yes, I do. That
Oh,
was
we
very
called their
quick.
case.
I am so sorry. The
Sorry to
docket
wake you
is-
up.
Exactly. Come on in, gentlemen. All right, Mr. Menti, I'll need you for this one. All right, thank you. Yeah, you guys are
Go ahead and identify yourself for the record.
absolutely. Stephen W. Fogelman on behalf of William J. Menti, who's standing to my right, 1014 West 36th Street.
Good morning. You want to proffer?
Yes, I do.
This is an amended application, so-
Yeah, this is an interesting one. It is an amended application. This license is coming from Washington Boulevard, the former Mobtown Ballroom, BD7, and moving to 1014 West 36th Street. 1014 West 36th Street. In the meantime, that is already a licensed location known as Hamden Yards. And it's two business partners, and one business partner is going to move his license at this address, and it's been filed, and I think it'll be heard on the 27th, to Clipper Road. So Mr. Menti is going on the license and moving the license from Washington Boulevard to the present location. The license transfers for the one moving out of this address and the one moving into this address need to be done simultaneously for a couple of reasons, for purposes with the liquor board and also for purposes with keeping the business in continuous operation. Mr. Menti is been involved in hospitality for quite some time, and there will be no changes at Hamden Yards, the current iteration thereof. And the community has been supportive of the business, and it is an asset to the neighborhood.
So are you saying you want this case heard with the other case?
No, not necessarily. Well, no. I believe the way it looks that case will be heard on the 27th. I may be wrong. It could be the next hearing after that. That said, the finalization of both transfers needs to be done simultaneously. That is literally Mr. Menti.
So if we approve it, it won't happen until then, is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay.
Because you can only have one license at any one time at the same location.
And this is amended, why?
It was amended because it was originally going to be sold to a buyer at North Avenue. And I put in for that, and we're going to have a hearing, and then I don't know if the guy dropped out or what, and I didn't prepare this application. Mr. Bauer did. That said, there was a change of heart, and Mr. Menti ends up buying the license.
Okay. All right. And those who will be handling alcohol at this location will be certified?
Yes.
And do you know how many people that would be?
I would say the current staff at Hamden Yards, which
Yeah, there's only about 2 to 3.
yeah, about 12 people total, 2 to 3 at a time on shift.
Okay. All certified when they're handling it?
Correct.
And all familiar with our rules and regulations?
Yes, and it'll be the same staff.
Okay. They have no history of violations. Commissioners have questions?
No questions.
So you said 2 to 3 people at a time. This is a beer.
Yes, servers, 2 to 3 alcoholic beverage servers at a time.
And that's enough for the whole space?
Yeah.
No other questions?
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
On the basis of the materials contained in the amended application, the proffer from council, and any testimony received, I vote to approve this amended application to transfer ownership and location of a Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license presently located at 861 Washington Boulevard to 1014 West 36th Street with outdoor table service.
Yes, based on materials, a letter from the attorney, and testimony, I vote to approve the amended application to transfer ownership and location of Class BD7 license presently located at 861 Washington Boulevard to 1014 West 36th Street and requesting for outdoor table service.
Based on the application materials, proffer made by council, any testimony given today, also vote to approve this amended application to transfer ownership and location of this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license presently located at 861 Washington Boulevard to 1014 West 36th Street with outdoor table service.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
All right, thank you. Good
Your
luck.
Honor, thank you, and my apologies for not
Okay.
being in the room when the case was called, sorry.
Shahbaz Singh and Tracy I. Owens, Conda Enterprises, Inc., trade name pending, 2300 West Baltimore Street, Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license application to transfer ownership. Please come forward.
Good morning, folks.
Good morning. Your name, sir?
My name is Shahabaz Singh.
And to your right is,
Ms. Tracy Owens.
would you both raise your right hands, please?
Do you swear or affirm on the penalty of perjury that the answers that you give and the statements that you make will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Singh, do you want to tell us about this?
Certainly. There's a liquor store that already exists. It's a BD7 series, and I've already taken the certified alcohol awareness course as required, and I'm willing to work there as hard as I can to make sure that provide the right service for.
Is Ms. Owens just a resident on the license, or is she going to be active in the business?
She's going to be active by like a little bit. She helps me work maybe 1 to 2 days a week.
Okay. Hey, are you aware that this place has a long history of violations with us from 2016 through 23? We've had problems, so are you familiar with that?
The previous owner, Mr. Joginder, has mentioned that to me, that he made a mistake twice or once, and then his son made a mistake, but I wish to make sure that I will be going towards the guidelines and making state.
Do you have a copy of our rules and regulations?
I do, but not with me right now.
That's
but
all right, just make sure you study them.
Yes, sir.
And pay attention to them. That will save you money, and
Yes,
will
sir.
save you trouble.
Yes, sir, I agree, 100%.
And what is your background? Do you have some experience in handling liquor?
No, I do not, but I do own I am a certified insurance agent in the state of Maryland, so I've been worked hard with the state
And
before.
How many people will be handling alcohol at this place?
There's going to be 3, me, myself, Ms. Tracy Owens, and my father.
And will the other 2 be certified as well, as you were?
I'm going to get them through the course, yes, sir.
Okay. Commissioners have questions?
No questions.
No questions.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Singh, on the basis of the materials contained in the application, your testimony this morning, and with hope that you can do this well.
Thank you, sir.
I vote to approve the application to transfer ownership of this BG7 beer, wine, and liquor license.
Yes, based on materials, testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the application to transfer ownership.
Based on the application materials and testimony given today, also vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
Thank you. Good luck, folks.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Kareem Kyriakos, Midlena LLC, trading as Midlena, 22060 through 08 Boston Street. Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license application to transfer ownership, requesting off-premises catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages. Please come forward.
For the record, Melvin J. Kadensky, 320 North Charles Street. This is a transfer of an existing license. The gentleman that owned this particular location passed away. If you know where the Captain James Landing, Captain James is, with the ship that's across the street there. Mr. Kyriakis is familiar with the rules and regulations of the liquor board. He is took the alcohol awareness course. He has been in the area, working there. He has experience, was work with the Atlas Group and a couple other places. And he has, I think, were you just given a letter from the Canton?
Yes, we received it.
Okay.
In support.
Yeah, because mine has all kinds of little things. I'm running, got caught in a snowstorm. If you have it, then we
We do.
can
It
submit
will be made part of the record.
And then he'll make sure that any parties that would be serving alcohol would be alcohol awareness approved.
Okay. Commissioners have questions?
No questions.
No questions.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Kadensky, on the basis of the materials contained in the application, the proffer made, any testimony received, and the exhibit which provides support for this application from the Canton Community Association, I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this BG7 beer, wine, and liquor license with off-premises catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Yes, based on materials, the testimony provided today, and the letter of support from the Canton Community Association, vote to approve the application to transfer ownership and the request for off-premise catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Based on application materials, proper made by council, and the one exhibit that was given today, the Canton Community Association letter on February 11th, also vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license with off-premises catering and delivery of alcoholic beverages.
Ms. Russell?
Like exhibits for the record. Exhibit number 1, letter of support from Canton Community Association dated 2/11/25.
Thank you. Good luck.
Jonathan Ferguson, Andrew D. Johnston, and Stacy Lynch. Hair of the Dog, Inc., trading as Hair of the Dog, 1649 through 51 South Hanover Street. Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license. Application to transfer ownership with continuation of outdoor table service. Please come forward.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioner. Frank Solis representing the applicant. This is a transfer of an in-place operation. The applicants, Mr. Ferguson and Ms. Lynch, and the resident are all here. There are, let me get myself together. There's not a thing that's changing. It's a very clean operation. They both have at least 10 years' experience in the hospitality industry. As a matter of fact, they have both worked in this particular establishment before. They are alcohol certified, and that's all we have. No violations.
No violations in the record. Commissioners have questions?
No questions.
No questions.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Shawless, on the basis of the materials contained in the application, your proffer this morning, I vote to approve the application to transfer ownership of this BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license with continued outdoor table service.
Yes, based on materials and testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the application to transfer ownership with the continuation of outdoor table service.
Based on your application materials and the proffer made by council today, I also vote to approve this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license. And really, this is a transfer ownership of this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license with the continuation of outdoor table service.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Lorraine Ethan Robinson, Meldon, Inc., trading as Wanna Smash, 3500 O'Donnell Street, Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license. Application to transfer ownership from a secured creditor. Please come forward.
This is a transfer at
Mr. Shawless, can you identify yourself one more time for the record?
Frank Shawless representing the applicant.
Good morning.
This is a transfer of a license at 3500 O'Donnell Street. It's a place that has been in operation a long time, but is presently closed. It's a secured creditors transfer. Mr. Robinson has been involved in the hospitality industry for at least 6 years, and he has an alcohol certification. The history at O'Donnell Street, I'm not sure of the violations.
There are no
But I
violations.
don't recall any.
No history of violations.
That
How many
would be-
people will be handling alcohol?
I'm
How
s-
many other people will be handling the alcohol?
There'll probably be 3 or 4 employees
And will
once
they
it's
all be
open.
certified as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He's familiar with our rules and regulations?
Yes, sir. He is familiar with the rules and regulations, having been operating a place for some time.
Commissioners have questions?
No questions.
No questions.
All right, thank you. Mr. Shawless, on the basis then of the materials contained in the application, your proffer this morning, I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this BG7 beer, wine, and liquor license from a secured creditor to Mr. Robinson.
Yes, based on materials, testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the application to transfer ownership from a secured creditor.
Based on your application materials and the proffer made by council, I also vote to approve this application to transfer ownership from a secured creditor of this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
All right, thank you. Good luck, Mr. Robinson.
Thank you
Good luck.
very much.
Glenroy R. Lang, MLJ Inc., trade name pending, 3900 Roland Avenue, Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license. Amended application to transfer ownership and location of a Class BD7 beer, wine, liquor license presently located at 1117 through 19 West 36th Street, 3900 Roland Ave. Requesting outdoor table service. Please come forward.
Good morning again, Stephen W. Fogelman on behalf of the applicant Glenroy Lang.
Good morning. This is an amended application.
Yes, it is an amended application. It's, yes, it is.
I mean, there have been several attempts to move it. Is that what the situation is?
From 1117 West 36, Yeah, I did not prepare this application, so I don't know that history of it, but the summary prepared by staff indicated that it was, I sent a letter. I sent a letter primarily for the other case, as a matter of fact, from the Washington Boulevard. But yes, this was several licenses moving around, and quite frankly, one of the reasons for that shuffle is because the Class BD7 license that was proposed for 4001 Falls Road met significant opposition, and so that license was destined to go there, and it found another home.
So is Mr. Lang board certified and experienced?
Yes, he is. In fact, he served as a licensee for many years on the Wine Underground license at Evans Chapel Road, Silo .5 wine bar on Stewart Street, and then I believe on 36th Street. So he's got extensive experience, and his ambitions here, I think, are very modest and could be a real niche for the community. Although the license is a BD7, Mr. Lang intends to be open for breakfast and lunch only. He has the benefit of being right next to the Somerset Senior Living facility, a 14-floor facility, and expects the residents of that building to become his customers. To wit, I've got some sample menus for you to take a look at.
Okay. They'll be received.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So everybody be alcohol management certified. Like I say, it's a modest operation, and it certainly isn't going to disturb the community in any way, shape, or form.
Has no history of violations. Do commissioners have questions?
No questions.
I don't have any.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Fogel, on the basis of the materials contained in the amended application, your proffer this morning, the exhibit which has been received, I vote to approve this amended application to transfer ownership and location of this BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license presently located at 1117 to 19 West 36th Street to 3900 Roland Avenue with outdoor table service.
Yes, based on materials, also vote to approve the amended application to transfer ownership and location of Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license presently located at 1117 through 1119 West 36th Street to 3900 Roland Avenue, and a request for outdoor table service.
Based on your amended application and the proffer made by council today, I also vote to approve this amended application to transfer ownership and location of this Class BD7 beer, wine, and liquor license presently located at 1117 through 19 West 36th Street to 3900 Roland Avenue with outdoor table services.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
Don't you have this? Can
I'm
we give her
sorry.
our-
I'd like to call exhibits for the record, board exhibit number 1, menu.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good
Thank
luck,
you.
sir.
See you in 2 weeks.
Ray King Jr. and Morgan King Sr., FP 55 Corp., trading as Frazier's on the Avenue, 917 through 19 West 36th Street. Class B, beer, wine, and liquor license. Request to add outdoor table service. Please come forward.
Gentlemen, good morning. Your
Morning.
names, please?
Ray King, Morgan King Senior.
Mr. Kings, Messrs. Kings, would you raise your right hands, please?
Do you swear or affirm under the penalty of perjury that the answers that you give and the statements that you make will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know who wants to speak for you, but tell us about the outdoor table service.
We're looking to put 6 outdoor tables, seating 24 people. We had previously 6 tables in 2020, temporary seating. Worked out well for us, so we're trying to do the same thing now.
Weather permitting, I assume?
Yes.
Not today, probably.
No. And the winter, we won't have anything out there with the cold weather, but yes.
Are there other places along 36th Street that have outdoor?
There are, yeah.
Okay. Commissioners have questions?
No questions.
All right, thank you. All right, on the basis then of the materials contained in the written request application and the testimony received this morning, I vote to approve this request to add outdoor table service to this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license.
Yes, based on materials and testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the request to add outdoor table service.
Based on the application materials and the testimony given today, I also vote to approve this request to add outdoor table services to this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
All right, thank you. Mr. King, and Mr. King, good luck.
Thank you.
Hope the weather changes.
Yes, for sure.
Final case, Lucas Ramirez and Pete Coronillos, HTMD LLC, trading as Broadway Diner, 6501 Eastern Avenue. Class B, beer, wine, and liquor license, application to transfer ownership. Please come forward.
I'm sorry, which case was this again?
7.
So this, we went right back up to number 7,
Yeah, I
and
just
this will be
have
the
to find
final
it in my
case.
book. Okay.
Sorry.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Mr. Chairman and members of the board. Harry Previs on behalf of the applicants.
Yes, Mr. Previs, go ahead.
This is an application to add Mr. Ramirez onto the license along with Pete Coronius. Mr. Ramirez will be tip certified, and the reason for the application is to reflect the actual ownership of the company now and adding a licensee.
They are business partners?
Yes.
Or, okay. Looks like he owns the business.
But I believe there's some paperwork pending.
Oh, okay. So they're working out some kind of a
They're
business
working out some
operation?
sort of deal.
Okay. And you say he's certified, does he have experience as well?
Yes.
Okay. Commissioners have questions?
No questions.
This place doesn't have any history of violations?
No.
Did you have any questions?
No questions.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Previs, on the basis then of the materials contained in the application and your proffer this morning, I vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license.
Yes, based on materials and testimony provided today, I also vote to approve the application to transfer ownership.
Based on the application materials and proffer made by council today, I also vote to approve this application to transfer ownership of this Class B beer, wine, and liquor license.
Ms. Russell?
No exhibits for the record.
All right, thank you. Good luck, Mr. Renier.
Good luck.
Is
There
that our
being-
docket?
There being no further business before this board, the board is in recess until Thursday, February 27th, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. We are adjourned.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day.